Good.
You want to calm me down? Calm me down, bro.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
Calm me down. Not up.
Yo, Big Nick on the wheels of steel. I am the Hurricane, and to the left of me, the world's biggest Patriots fan and Sporting. We'll talk about both of them today. But first, before we do anything here, one of the reasons we do this shit right now in WI and 98.5, and it's everywhere on all kinds of channels, is because of this man. The hick from French Lick, Larry Joe Bird. Spent a little bit of time in Indiana with Bobby Knight. Smarter than anybody thought he was. Got out of there in a hurry. Went to Indiana State. Locked up with Irvin Johnson in the NCAA. Came back. Was MVP of the NBA as a rookie, I believe. Leading the Celtics to 3 championships and a rivalry unlike any other.
Can we sing that song?
What?
The fighting sycamores are racking up the scores. Indiana's got a new state bird.
There you go.
I still have that. I still have that Larry Legend VHS hanging on my wall.
Unbelievable. And in all the genius, Nick, do you know this? Do you know that Larry Bird was? You seem bored, Nick. Am I boring you with this stuff?
Absolutely. I think that's his concentrating look. That's his concentrating look. Listen,
that Larry Bird was actually drafted a year early.
Yes.
You know that? That's ingenious. What's his face? Found some Auerbach found some loophole.
That's what he did. That's what he did.
Yeah,
that's how he got Bill Russell too, right?
Part of
the circus. He
sent
the circus
to the town. There was a crazy trade and all these 3-way trades. It's amazing. But I'll tell you one thing right now. I remember back in the day when the world, and when I mean the world, you know what I mean? Well, hold on. It's before really bad. It's what started basketball going global. The country, from coast to coast, stopped for a Celtics like game. They only played 2, which made each one special.
They still do it now, though, right?
Yeah, they still play 2. But basketball is available on the NBA Network, TNT, ESPN. It was not like that during. But a Celtics-Lakers game, what I'm telling you right now, parties like it was the Super Bowl. Okay? Drinking like it was a Super Bowl. Living rooms packed, bars packed. And today, a blip. People are talking about an NFL football game.
But it might have been coming off the heels of that game last night.
And the uniqueness of the football game, obviously, which we're going to get into as well too. But just a little reminder, folks. Larry Joe Bird was something to be seen.
Did you wish him a happy birthday yet?
And
have you said the happy birthday yet?
Do you know what the interesting dynamic is? I met Larry Bird. My father woke me up one time drunk. He was a state rep. And they used to drink at the same place because my father's godfather, what you will, at the State House was the second in charge of it. That's how my father got on Ways and Means and became a chairman so early. Because this dude from Chelsea really liked him. And he owned the Blades and the Boards Club, which used to be like across the street from the Garden. And there was like a restaurant and stuff downstairs, but there was a private restaurant and a place upstairs. So my dad would frequently drink with the Celtics, and he made Larry Bird, I swear to God, the thing must have been 4 paragraphs talking about how much better my brother was going to be than me, blah, blah, blah. And if you knew Larry Bird, right? Like, he didn't like the autographs. He was like a rude, surly dude, my father said.
I have a story about that.
So, he wasn't like a nice guy to be around. When he was like, he was a different kind of guy. But they used to drink together. Alcohol will at its best can diffuse all differences and mesh people together in an amazing way. We all know what it can do at its worst.
I was 11 years old, went to a Celtics game, and it was me and my mother, and we were waiting for where the players drove out of. And I had a Larry Bird USA basketball jersey on. And the guy said to my mom, we're waiting for Larry Bird. And the guy said, Larry Bird is not going to stop.
Yeah.
Well, my mother jumped right in front of his car.
There you go.
Said, I'm not moving. And said, I'm not moving until he signs my kid's shirt.
Celebrity he was back
and I have the shirt downstairs, and I'll send you a picture later.
He signed it?
Yep, it's a youth USA number 7 Larry Bird jersey signed on my wall downstairs.
Is your mother Portuguese?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Just barely. Just barely.
There you go. Larry Bird, very wise woman not to get in the way of a Portuguese woman taking care of one of her sons. Bad move.
Yes.
But yeah.
And he would have had to run her over.
Yeah. And you know what the dynamic of we talk about race today, right? And we talk about cancel culture, and we talk about race-based, what's that theory, race theory, whatever it is. Critical race theory. And there are parts of it I agree with. Parts of cancel culture I think is going a little too far. But there are things that I understand about all of it from all sides of the spectrum. But the thing that Isaiah Thomas and Ryman, they didn't finish the sentence when they talked about Larry Bird and race and basketball. Larry Bird and race go hand in hand together, as Magic Johnson did in race, hand in hand. The cities that they played in reflected those race. There wasn't a more racist place in the civilized United States than South Boston at the time. We remember the picture of the flag going into the African-American guy outside of City Hall. We remember the busing riots and the National Guard and all of that. And it wasn't a more African-American place and excelled a black working middle class with money and rich with money living in L.A.
That was a perfect storm. Perfect storm.
But the reality is this. Magic Johnson was middle class. His father, I think, was either a car worker or like a post office. Mother had a job. Larry Bird's family was dirt poor.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Larry Bird's father killed himself. Right? I believe.
They said a lot of rumors out there that he did it to get the insurance so that the family would get the money.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's funny, like how they put that together again. And this is before the sneaker craze. This is before the hype phase of ESPN. This is before Dick Vitale started rambling up and down. That's before nobody had 2-minute highlights. There was none of that, okay? This was basketball when Kevin McHale almost broke Kerry Raymond's neck and didn't even get a foul call.
Love that.
This is a different time. But the marketing powers at B and all the genius, and most people in the know financially at the time, and David Stern was the first one to say it, said that without Magic and Larry, there would not be the NBA they are today.
So the Celtics and Lakers, one of those teams was in the finals every year during the 80s.
Yeah.
Whether it was both of them or one of them.
Yeah. It was the same. And how many years before that when they played 13 some odd times?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But before
and just to reinvigorate that years later.
And the dynamic of East Coast, West Coast, black, white, blue collar, Hollywood. I mean, sunshine, snow.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. Yep, perfect storm. Perfect storm. The fact that they played each other in college in the finals,
amazing, yeah.
everything was just perfect
about that. To this day, it is the highest college basketball game ever watched. You know that, right?
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I did not know that.
See if we can look that up, Nick. The highest college basketball game ever watched, okay? I'll run around the studio bare ass if it wasn't Irvin Johnson and Larry Bird.
Please be right. Please be right. Please be right. No one.
1979, it's still number one. I thought in Duke in all their glory, it would catch them. No.
Yeah, that Duke UNLV game.
You're absolutely right.
It's not even close, right?
I can find out.
Oh, number 10.
No. They said no. It's number one. He said.
I did say number one. Yeah.
Those are probably the best games ever, or whatever. But the most
Sleepy
watched,
Floyd game.
The most watched game was Larry Bird.
Yeah, because the game wasn't even that good, right?
And got MVP, not Magic or Larry, Greg Kelso.
I was going to say name another player in that game. Kelso. I can't do it. I wasn't even born. So
I think Michigan State had another pro too.
Yeah. Highest rated game ever, the national championship between Michigan State and Indiana State in 1979 with a rating of 24.1.
24. Wow, 24.
Hey, listen, that's without cable TV.
Well, yeah, but I think that helps because there was only like 3 things to watch back then.
Yeah.
It was either that or fucking Elmo or
it wasn't the culture.
Sesame Street.
It wasn't the culture back then. The TV was a luxury to be turned on and off.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've done this one already. I remember telling you like holding me and my brother would like change hands, holding the rabbit ears and all that.
So you remember rabbit ears, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I got the
cool,
U button.
Cool, man.
64, 56.
All right, Larry Bird again.
Happy birthday.
You.
Happy birthday. You didn't say happy birthday yet.
Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. And thank you for giving me many, many happy days. Like, this is what, like, we like to talk shit about rappers, and we like to talk shit about rock stars, we like to talk shit about athletes, we like to talk shit about blah, blah. But think about how many times the New England Patriots put a smile on your face.
Oh, my God.
Countless.
Think about how many relationships I've had because of that.
The video. I remember watching Diana Ross when she got arrested for DWI, and how the cops were laughing and mocking her for being a godmother of soul and stuff like that. They were mocking her, really, like laughing at her, right? It was this dignified woman. You know,
I'm waiting to see how this ties in. I'm enthralled.
I'm gonna say, how many people did Diana Ross make fall in love, make dance their first dance, have their first kiss? I mean, what type of, do you understand where I'm coming from?
With Diana Ross a little bit before my time.
No, she was the Supremes, brother. She was Motown before any of it. I mean, Motown got people out of their chairs and dancing in this world. I mean, that was as big as you could be. The Supremes and Diana Ross. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me! But think about the smile that they have. I mean, think about the president of the country. Okay, World War II. No, we're playing baseball.
Yeah,
we're fucking playing. We're playing baseball. Okay. America needs, something to put a smile on it.
Well, even after 9/11 with Piazza.
And back then, aside from boxing and horse racing, baseball was the only game in town. You know what I mean? So, just, before you're quick to, to criticize and talk about the way it could be or should be or whatever, just think about how many good times you've had watching the Bruins, watching the Red Sox, watching the Patriots, watching Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, whoever it may be.
How many stories like throughout your lifetime you're like, oh, we were watching the game and then so and so did so and so, and that's how it starts, man. That's what brings us all together.
It used to be, everybody remembers where they were when we landed on the moon, and everybody remembers where they were on Pearl Harbor, and then everybody remembers where
also on December 7th, by the way. Today's Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah, and is it really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And 9/11. But to me, it's Buckner going through the legs of Buckner, right? Where I was watching the Celtics win, the Patriots win their first Super Bowl. I mean, go on and on.
I was there.
And when I first started radio, I had a midnight. My first gig was Monday Night Football, but after that, we were doing really well, and I was doing 12 to 2. In the morning, right? 12 a.m. to 2 in the morning. And this old timer by the name of George Roble. Anybody familiar with St. Stanislaus Church, Polish church in Fall River? Mm-hmm. Okay, a guy by the name of George Roble. Really good guy. Sports writer for the Providence Journal. Just a really solid guy. Did a lot of radio stuff. And he said, kid, he goes, if you're ever in the weeds. And I said, what do you mean the weeds? And he goes, well, if you ever don't get any callers. I was like, I got plenty of callers, right? Of course, young, dumb, and stupid. If you're ever in the weeds, there's a couple of things that'll get them going for you. One, say Magic Johnson's better than Larry Bird, and say Sugar Ray Leonard really beat Marvin Hagler.
Oh yeah, and your father hates that one too.
Sure does. And Bobby Orr was overrated, and that's another thing. And Bobby Orr being overrated. So, Larry Joe. We got it, okay? And thank you for helping making New England the first class, without a doubt, undefeated, unanimous sports city in all of the country. You fucking know it. I know it, okay? Eat your heart out. We got it going on. It is what it is. We're back. The hoodie is back. The Patriots are back. They sit on top of the American Football Conference. Jimmy is in Patriots bliss. I know you got money in your pocket. I know you got a smile on your face.
Kool-Aid smile, baby. Ear to ear.
Could life be better for a Pats fan?
No, it couldn't be. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Sean McDermott, I believe, is the coach of the Bills, right? Why is he
for a little while.
Why is he taking a shot across the bow at Belichick? Like, why
anger
even feed into that?
He's angry. That's what that when you lose games like that. Like I said to you last week, the week before, you know, if you lose that game, you're going to start to become unraveled, and we're watching it happen. You're watching it happen. They're just falling apart already. Yeah. The coach is firing shots.
You were nervous going into this game.
Sure. Yeah, this is the game. This was the game of the year, obviously, like because this was a
and they got
measuring stick game.
Tampa Bay waiting for them.
Yep. No, they got to go to Tampa too. But Buffalo does.
Wow.
And then after that, their schedule lightens up after they get us again.
That Buffalo team's going to either be real dangerous in Tampa Bay, or still cold, and still looking for the win.
I give them a fighting chance just because they can't run the ball, and Tampa won't let you run anyway. And Tampa's secondary's banged up, and all they want to do is throw. Plus, it won't be 80-mile-an-hour winds, so they might actually feel like it's really easy.
Secondary's banged up, but the secondary is just flat out not very good.
Yeah, you're right. But did you see those front four starting to really assert themselves the last couple of games against Tampa Bay?
The front seven's the best in football.
The Dominican Sue. Right, who they almost ate Matt Ryan. It looked like he ate him when he sacked him.
He would love to. He would love to.
So hey, and can you imagine having that game and then going down and play? I mean, you want to talk about the mental obstacles of the National Football League? Wow.
And that's what I was saying, because now all of a sudden you lose that game last night. And you're standing there having to go to the defending champs on their turf. It just, all of a sudden, your shoulders just get a little heavier. Everything just starts pressing a little bit more.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
You don't sleep as good.
That's why if you were Buffalo, you had to win that game last night.
Yeah.
You had to.
Yeah, you had to.
At home. In the elements.
What are the takeaways from that game? I think, listen, we know that Mac Jones only passed it twice. We know that people were starting to bite their fingernails towards the end. I thought it would have been an awful way if the Pats lost that game. It would have been awful because I had thought, and Carl tell me I'm crazy, I thought that we had clearly dominated that football game.
Yep.
Until like the fact that we were in a position to lose. I have a theory, and we're going to discuss that later. But I was like pissed off. I was like.
N'Keal Harry being back there. I mean, if he doesn't play in that game,
that's a funny
questionable.
Game.
Yeah,
like this.
But anybody get the hell away from that ball. He shouldn't be back there. Shouldn't be back there.
He knew the fucking thing hit him in the thing, and he acted like he did it.
Exactly. And I'm sitting there like, it hit him. Get the fucking ball. Get the ball. Oh my God, that was maddening. He had no right. He had no business being out there.
Nah.
See, I can criticize Belichick too. See that? No business being out there. Big mistake. Almost cost him the game.
I wonder why. But they've been praising him for his blocking.
Well, that's why he played a shit ton last night, because it was just like, hey, kid, get out there and block.
But what another scalp, right, for the Bill Belichick's resume.
That game is all fucking time. That game was all time. I'm getting videos sent to me 3 hours before the game about what the weather's like out there. All you talked about that.
Put the boogeyman back in Belichick, man, after a while.
You know Belichick. He went home. He had Kenny G playing. He had essential oils rubbed on his body. That game, that's his hard-on game.
Belichick
that's his hard-on game.
Jovi, classic rock and roller all day long.
Whatever it was, whatever Belichick was into, whatever Belichick is into, he did when he got home. That was the Bill Belichick game. Run the ball, only pass it 3 times. He went home and did the kinkiest shit he's ever done in his life, and he loved every minute of it.
Yeah, to that wife number 2.
Whoever he wanted, whatever he's into, whether
you let him
essential oils all over.
Would you let him bang him? Would you let Belichick?
I was more of a Brady. Brady would let me do that. Maybe a hand job. Maybe we'd let him do that.
My brother swears up and down. He says, without the hair and the cheesy clothes, Bill Belichick's a Jersey rock and roller, man. Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi. He's getting it. He got it last night. Not surprised he lives it all in Nantucket and anonymity.
He's a lot like Larry Bird. He don't want to be bothered with nonsense, right?
The trappings of it. The trappings of it.
Yep. Nope.
You know what I mean? The trappings of it. You get to see it in New York, up close and personal with the Giants and with Lawrence Taylor and with Pascal Hoopler. And he says, hey, you know something, man? This is not my skill set, right?
It never was. Never has been.
No, never has
Never
been.
has been.
But I'll tell you, it just adds to lengthy. Nick, what do
You ever see the video of the PBJ? He was on a cooking show when he was the head coach of Cleveland. He was on a cooking show, and they said, "Well, what do you want to cook today?" And he's like, the guy was, a little light in his feet. He's like, "Oh, that's divine." He cooked a peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
right? I think.
But he had to put the peanut butter on both sides.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't seep. The jelly does't seep through the sandwich, and it had the banana. That video is all time, but that's him, dude. He goes on a cooking show and he cooks peanut butter and jelly in your face. He's like, "Fuck you, fuck you, just do it, do it." It's great.
It's going to be interesting, silly. Annette, talk to me. What's your takeaway from yesterday? I mean, where you're at?
I would say it was definitely, the running game, not even just so much how much they ran the ball, but Stevenson and Harris had 11 broken tackles combined, 130 yards after first contact.
Sure.
Which, things like that, that's what changed the game.
No, they were a few plays. They could have broken 3 or 4 of those routes.
The big brother, little brother. They just walked all over him.
Unbelievable.
Walked all over him.
Young, talented, tough running backs. Young, talented, tough quarterback. Without spending any money on these guys. You know that's the formula, right? That's the formula. There's going to be more money to spend on free agents. You know that, right?
We got another 4 years of this shit.
And I think I think the Pats, and I think the free agents will be a little more attracted to go to the river now.
That's what I'm saying. We're back. You want to come win a ring? Oh, okay. You just come on down. Come on down. We're back. We're that spot again. It looks like.
All right. What's the narrative that comes out of that game?
Belichick. I always hated the who's more responsible, right? Belichick, Brady. They're both the best to do it at their
talking about
position.
The game last night.
This is what it is.
It's all about Belichick.
No. Well, this is my point I'm making. Belichick just owned this. Belichick comes out of this with like I said, the essential oils rubbed over him just I can't. There are no words. I can't even spit them out.
You're right.
He's the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
Nobody's close.
Sure.
All the people last year.
The way he does it, the voodoo, all of it, And let me tell you something. The Bills haven't seen a passing play that they can scout for the next game.
Dude, exactly. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
God, you can't make it up.
And that was the one game, we could have won that game, I think, with Cam Newton.
Right. Yeah, right. There you go.
That was the one game we weren't missing. That was the one game we could have had him.
Why not?
Yeah.
I wonder if he told Matt Jones.
What were we going to do?
Your attempts are going to be very, very limited.
Yeah, I'm sure.
When I saw Matt Jones walk out in an aqua suit, did you see the blue aqua suit they had on? I said, how the fuck is this kid throwing the ball?
Tom Brady wears that under every cold game.
Yeah.
He wears the aqua suit. I don't even know what is it, a wetsuit it's called, right?
Yeah.
He wears a wetsuit under every cold game.
Yeah.
That's what he said that. He's on record saying that. So that's where he got it from. It's the first time he ever put it on. He's got to, next time it'll be a little bit more sleek.
Now, are your arms covered with that? Shoulder,
I think they were.
Whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So, that goes all the way down.
Oh, that goes like it's a fucking turtleneck.
Well, I'd make my quarterback practice in that if he was going to wear it on game day. For sure.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I got to look at it. Let me ask you. Let's ask some questions that I heard all through today. So, the first question is the narrative. The narrative for me is this: that the Patriots clearly showed their dominance on both sides of the football, even though the score doesn't indicate that. Secondly, this: sports can be cruel. And as much as the Patriots dominated, the Bills still had 2 chances in the red zone in the fourth quarter to win a game. And if they didn't hit the crossbar on the field goal, they could have kicked the field goal either one that time. So.
Yeah, but that was into the wind. So you were never hitting 2 of those into the wind.
No. The one that he hit wasn't. The one that he hit was.
No, the one that he missed, though.
No, the one that he missed wasn't going into the wind.
It was the fourth quarter.
Battle was went to his back. No.
No, that was the fourth quarter. Okay. That was the one he missed, yeah.
That was what was a 40-yard. I think it was
during the game, they had said that he was only comfortable from extra points.
Sure. Well,
anything after that, he wasn't comfortable doing.
Sure. The point being is this, right? The Patriots made a field goal. it was still, and I'm not saying, and I wonder, I question. I would have liked to see a handful of more play action passes.
Oh, and first down, give me one. Give me one.
There, right?
Even I wanted like a naked bootleg at one point. Like Mac Jones might still be running. Like nobody was thinking that.
No. But, as well as the Patriots played, okay, I was still concerned about them losing the game up until almost the very end. Now, I was much more confident than I was in any other team that I had bet on or root for because of their way of playing and how their defense was playing. But still, twice in red zone in the fourth quarter, Nick, to survive that. On the road in crazy conditions.
That's what good teams do.
And this is what they didn't do the first half of the year. Right, this is
Miami game. They dominated that game.
Fumble on the thing, and then the doink against the Bucks, the Aguilar drop pass against the Cowboys. They just weren't doing the one little things at the end of games to do it. Now they seems like they figured that out, and 7 in a row, bang. And this is what's got this team moving in the right direction. Now they're closing games out, and you feel confident with them doing it.
Are they on a bye week this week?
They're on a bye week. Couldn't come in at a better time.
Great time for a bye week.
Yep.
Oh my God! Keep an eye on those players. They don't go buck fucking wild.
Oh well,
they got some time off.
The good thing is the game was in Buffalo, so that's a good thing, right? If that game was in Miami, maybe they would have went a little bit more buck wild.
Well, they get fucked up on a flight. Professional athletes get fucked up on a flight now. That's their time.
You ever heard that story about the WWE and their flight? That was fucking wild, I
can't imagine what those plans would be like.
Get me on.
Just like Wolf of Wall Street there, when there's like strippers and coke everywhere.
Yes, get me on a flight.
There are some teams that don't let you drink on a plane. They only let you drink for a certain amount of time. The Nuggets my brother used to go buck wild on a plane.
Yeah,
playing a game called Boo Ray. You ever hear about Boo Ray?
No, but I'm intrigued.
You ever hear about Boo Ray?
Can't say that I have.
Can we look it up? It is a.
You're gonna have to. How do you spell?
You might need the Urban Dictionary for this.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
This might be above the average white boys. Boo Ray. I'm gonna say Booray. Maybe. I don't know.
There's no way it's that easy, right?
Urban Dictionary, Boo-ray. What's it? It's a kind of like, it's a game, right? Card game or a domino game or something like that. Read it out loud.
Type in Boo-ray game, maybe?
I don't think I found the right one.
Yeah, type in Boo-ray and then game after.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
Card game or something. Boo-ray. I know my brother lost a shitload.
You got the card game
lost
right
a
there.
shitload of money to Van Exel, but Van Exel acted like he took it from me, gave him back, and I was like, "Why'd you give back?" And he goes, "I love you because I can't take your money. I'm making like $20 million a year." He says, "But I got to make sure everybody else."
Yeah. That was nice.
What do we got there? Boo-ray.
Card game that is played between two people where each card will represent a sexual dare.
Oh Jesus
No,
Christ!
that's definitely not it. That's definitely not it. Boo-ray.
Oh, there you go. There's a fancy spelling of it. Maybe it's that one.
Yeah. I like the French.
What do we got?
This is a trick-taking gambling card game primarily played in the Acadian region of Louisiana, the United States of America.
That makes sense.
The object of Boo-ray is to take a majority of the tickets in each hand and then thereby claim the money in the pot. If a player cannot take a majority of, what's that say, a bricks? It's
tricks. The secondary goal is to keep from bajorning or taking no tricks at all. A born, it usually comes at a high penalty, including matching the amount of money that's in the pot.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
That sounds like AC Doocy right there. I've seen some people lose a couple $100 in the blink of an eye.
That's my game right there. Oh, my God.
I've seen some horrifying things with that football games.
Hold on. AC Doocy, do you make them pay double if they hit the post?
Yep.
Okay.
I've seen some people lose some terrible beats.
I saw a guy lose his car. Swear to God. Swear to my God.
That's awesome.
Swear to God, lose his car. His car was only worth like $5-6 grand. But my friend said, "Nah, man, this is gambling. We need it here." He says, "I got my car. What's that called again? The slip?
Pink slip.
Of the pink slip. Can I put his pink slip in the pot? Bang. See you later."
Just like
the only car thing I know, and it's only because I've seen Fast and the Furious like 300 times.
What, they play AC Doocy and Fast and the Furious?
No, the pink slip term, that's the only reason I knew that is from that movie.
What's the biggest, most horrifying, AC Doocy, you ever seen any stars?
I've never played it, but I've seen some bad ones at Patriots tailgate games, yeah.
I thought Peter Sewell was going to make some kid cry one night. Like he was predicting posts like 3 times out of like 5 at like ace, deuce, king 3.
I saw like a 300 pot get doubled on an ace 3 once, and it was another ace.
Where are you playing that game at? That's
It
my
took
kind
a
of
pot
party
just
right
got
there.
so big. Because
That goes like this,
the minimum, we only do 25 cents. But it
Yeah.
just gets so out of control. One person hits the post for $20, then you
Jimmy,
get a
you
$40
like
pot,
this
then it's
game.
a $100 pot.
It's just shit talking. This game's right up your alley.
Oh yeah, until I lose everything.
Herren,
Then the mush comes out. No thanks. No thanks. You can have the station wagon though. You can just take it.
Jimmy, what's your narrative from this game?
Patriots are back.
Yeah.
Patriots are back. National stage in the craziest weather. Like that game just
Will be one of the most talked about NFL games of all time.
So we've talked about the similarities between the 0-1 season and like bam, there's your snowball. Like you know, like obviously not in the playoffs, but that game had that feel to it. When you're getting the messages leading up to the game, like 3 hours before the game, oh my God, look at this weather, look at this one. And Oleski Gunner was throwing the ball in the air, the kicks, and then running back to catch it. The kicks are flying left and right.
They were seeing on ESPN and said, listen, I can't wait to watch this football game, man.
Yeah, I mean,
they were saying on ESPN, I can't wait for this.
That was the Patriots and Bills don't play till Saturday because last night was Army Navy. What time are the Patriots playing on Saturday? Because we watched Army Navy yesterday. That's all I know.
Oh man, narrative for you, Nick. You got anything?
I can't say that the Patriots are back.
Can I give you what? Are you nuts?
I can't say that.
What do you think?
Go on. Oh, me or him?
Yeah, you.
Me. Oh, how are they not back? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting to see them do it in a game
What?
that
You know
matters,
what?
which might have been last night, but
What do you mean might have been? It was the number 1 seed for the division. What are you talking about?
So if they lose last night, they have the same record and they play again in 2 weeks in Foxborough.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that
Then if they tie, Buffalo has the AFC record. So the AFC East head-to-head record, we had lost to the Dolphins, and they don't have a division loss. And if we beat them, it's a split. They have 1 loss because they're not losing to the Jets the next time they play. So, no, that last night game, if the Patriots lose that, you probably don't win the AFC East.
It's possible. Well, last week we talked about it ad nauseum, how much of a bigger game it was for Buffalo than it was for New England.
Here I am. I was going to extend this one-time offer, Cyber Monday, Black Friday sale.
Of what?
You fucking Buccaneer Patriot fans. You want to come back?
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll allow it. And now, after that comment,
Absolutely
revoked.
not.
It's been revoked.
Listen,
No, this isn't for you. This is for him who said that he doesn't want to come back to the Patriots ever. These are for those people.
Well,
Like the guy in 98.5, Jim Murray. That's for those people.
Let me ask you a question. What is so you won't go back to the Patriots because they did Brady dirty?
I don't even know if I won't go back to him. I mean, we'll see what happens when Tom Brady decides to
look at
call
this.
it up. Though. I'm not saying I'm not going to. I don't know how massive my NFL fandom is going to be once Brady retires. Let's put it that way.
We got the guy. We got the mold already.
I've been bashing this league left and right for years already before this, while Brady's still been playing, and just how bad the coaching is, and just how bad the quarterback play, which is finally starting to get a little bit better, has been. How bad the refereeing is. On a whole, I think that the league has been slightly going downhill little by little for the last couple of years. With that being said, when Brady retires, I'm still going to check in on Sundays. I'll still have the red zone on. I just don't know how many I'm going to be sitting down watching from start to finish.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What else are you going to do? What are you going to spend your Sundays doing?
Yeah,
You know me. I mean, you know
listen,
me.
my
I'm a
dude,
weird
listen.
guy. I can do anything.
I hear you, but listen, I lived all over the country, right? And people don't sit down and watch a game like we do. It's a little different, man.
I remember living in Florida. We would all go to the ale house, and it would have everybody would have their different sections from different places in the country.
Oh yeah.
So
They
and then
go like that.
how many fights got started because of that? It was awesome. What a time in 2001. That was the time right there.
I mean, I'll say the defense
Where
is
was this
definitely-
at? Where were you living at this time?
West Palm Beach in 2001.
In places like that, California.
Yep.
I've seen lines around the corner at 8 o'clock
Yep.
in the morning.
I
for
worked at the
Patriots games in LA.
Yeah, so I worked at the restaurant that was was the spot to go watch the games. And so we carved out our section, Patriot section. There was a Steelers section, Cowboy section, little Chiefs section, obviously a Dolphin section. But so many fights, so many arguments.
Yeah.
You know, you're sitting there watching 1 o'clock games turn into Sunday night. Next thing you know, you're still there.
Yeah. I like that Tampa Bay. Okay, you know, and everybody knows it. Okay.
But if they play in the Super Bowl, you did say Tampa, right?
Yeah, without question.
And then
how's
that song go? Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with these two.
One of my buddies, who's very much like you, an absolute super Patriots fan, he texted me today, right? And he was saying, how do I feel about the Pats playing the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl? And I was, I'm very relaxed.
Oh, even I don't want that.
He comes and at the end of this little conversation we have, he has the audacity. I found it, that the audacity. He goes, if the Patriots lose the game, it's not a big deal. He won't feel that bad because a rookie quarterback has never won the Super Bowl. I was like, that is the most pathetic loser mentality thinking I've ever heard in my life. If you get all the way to the Super Bowl, I don't care who your quarterback is.
You don't want to
lose that game.
It's
you should be
heartbreaking.
bummed.
Yeah.
If you play your ex-scorned lover who just walked out the door is about to win a second one in your face, you shouldn't fucking sleep for a year.
No,
I don't want to hear anything about it's fine. The rookie quarterback, we're good for the future. You just lost to Tom Brady. You just won 2. You should be crying yourself to sleep.
Yeah, no, because we still love Tom Brady, though. So, no. Like, had he left, if it was a Kyrie thing, sure. But we hate Kyrie. We don't hate Brady.
So can you get your intellectual a blanket around a guy like me who said, I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna ride or die with Brady. The Pats did him dirty.
I understand it to a degree. Now, I think a lot of it was like the at the time the stuff that was coming out, wasn't a good look for the Patriots, but because Belichick's not going to throw Brady's dirty laundry out there, but I felt like Brady didn't have a problem throwing the Patriots' dirty laundry out there a little bit, making them look bad.
I didn't see anything until
so let me ask you a question though. How did the Patriots do Tom Brady dirty? How did they do him dirty?
Because they didn't sign him for 2 years for $25 million a year.
Okay.
They wouldn't offer him a contract.
That's the one. Yeah. The other one I hear, though, is ridiculous. They didn't give him enough weapons. That's ridiculous. They drafted a left tackle in the first round. They drafted a running back in the first round. They drafted a wide receiver in the first round. They they signed Antonio Brown. They signed Josh Gordon. The weapons coming out the fucking wazoo they got for that. They tried to get for him.
Please, they could have completed 10-yard pass. They could have completed 10-yard pass with the Patriots.
But they signed Josh Gordon. They signed Antonio Brown. They drafted a left tackle in the first round. They used a wide receiver, first-round pick on a wide receiver. They used a first-round pick on a running back. What more did you want them to do?
Yeah, towards the end, I don't think there's an argument. I think there were years they
could
could have used that argument along the way, but it wasn't at the end.
The media loves to shit. The media loves to shit on Belichick, and that's exactly what they did. And a lot of people took it and ran with it.
No, Jimmy, because
even with that Wickersham book that came out earlier.
Nah, see, Jimmy, listen to me. The reality is this: Belichick wanted to get rid of Brady for Jimmy G in 2006.
And again, that is just based on hearsay.
No, it's not based on
hearsay.
No, it's not based on hearsay. They were talking about.
Okay, so all right. So what about the report that came out that said John Lynch called about the availability of Tom Brady and fucking Belichick said, "What are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, I see.
So that was with Garoppolo there.
What?
That was with Garoppolo when he was with San Francisco.
This was 2 or 3 years later.
This is with Lynch in San Francisco, though. So, there's I get what you're saying, and I really don't. I really don't have a hard time with people siding with Brady because the guy is all time. I can't. But to say that, and you're not doing this, you do this, Nick, is like to fuck the Patriots or fuck the way they did that. Nah, man. No. That to me is going way too far with it.
According to Barron's magazine, okay, and they listed 10 of the best quarterbacks you ever remember watching playing who didn't do it as well. So I'm not vilifying any of the quarterbacks who didn't do it. I'm just talking about the one who did do it. That as they could put with hard money, without interest, or without an accruing value, like LeBron's investment into Liverpool for so much money that has now increased 24%.
We're not going to do LeBron thing.
Of what it was. We're not talking about accruing anything. We're talking about stone cold money. Barron's magazine said between 63 and 69 hard $1 million. Hard money. Not the money that money could have made if invested in an account that grew. All right, that's just hard money that he gave up for the New England Patriots to get better over 3 times greater. And that's
Yeah,
what
of course.
and that's what they know about. And they did not want to give him 2 years at 25. But you know something? The more I think about it is only 2 teams in the league did.
Yeah, because
And that was the Chargers and the Bucks.
and remember that story
And
with.
shame on all of you.
Remember that's exactly. Remember that
Shame
story.
on all of ya.
Remember when Brady came out last year and was like, "Really, you're sticking with that guy as your quarterback?"
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't mention who it was.
Yeah, and he goes, and what did that tell you? He goes, that there are a lot of people that not too smart that have big jobs in the National Football League.
Exactly. Now,
And that is what, Nick, now we talk about that. I agree what you said about that. That's crazy.
can I say something
That's
now?
why.
Can I say something now?
Yeah.
You know, last year sucked. Okay, but thankfully
Yeah.
they didn't give him that 2-year contract.
Why?
Because we are set up pretty for how much longer now? You wouldn't trade Mac Jones for Brady straight up right now.
You love to talk about Dan Marino, but what's Dan Marino's most famous quote? He says, listen to me, after my first year going, I thought I'd go every year. But I played on better teams.
Sure.
Teams I was with. You may not get there.
1,000%.
You may never get there again.
Okay, so you would trade Mac Jones for Brady right now?
Would I trade? No, I would have signed Tom Brady.
No. But you wouldn't have Mac Jones right now. So you're in a better position now, correct?
That's a crazy illogical thing.
Are you looking at a better position?
that's not
Are you in a
crazy
better
illogical
position
thing.
right now today to win the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, that's all I'm asking.
No, obviously not. But you wouldn't trade Mac. All right, you're a Patriots fan. Would you trade? You're the GM of the Patriots. Would you trade Mac Jones for Brady? We did this before. I think everybody said no, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, what?
You get it. If you have Tom Brady on the New England Patriots right now, obviously, even without Tom Brady, they're in a spot where they can get to the Super Bowl, and who knows, maybe they can win it.
Oh, if Brady was on this team, my
But if
God.
you put Tom Brady on this team right now,
sure.
this team's looking serious to go and grab another ring in January.
Put some
Without a
respect.
doubt.
I mean, it's just that simple.
Hold on. I got
Put
news for
some
you.
respect on Mac Jones's
They're
name,
looking serious. They're looking serious to win a ring in January right now.
I just said that they are. I agree. I'm just saying it's that much better if you got 12. on the center
With
right now.
no question about it. Anybody who says otherwise is
I have
fool.
the timestamps. I made my secretary dig till her fingers were bludgeoned and bloody in the archives of BadCatz Sports. And I have the first 4 times I said it's going to be the Pats are going to the Super Bowl and Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl. I said the Pats. I want to say it was.
I still
5 weeks ago.
we talked about like if the Buccaneers beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I don't know how I'm going to react to that. I really don't. I could sit here and give you a hypothetical. There'd be so many. I'd be in a glass case of emotion.
Yeah, you have to
I
be
would be.
rattled from
Yeah,
it.
that's
You
why I
can't
don't.
be
That's why
like-
I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want that to happen.
I don't want to see the Tampa Bay.
Do we?
smash the
Can you look?
Patriots
Nick, can
in
you
the
look to see who plays? Because I know they switch every year. Is the
Jimmy,
AFC
Jimmy,
Championship game at
Jimmy,
3:30? I know we're getting
Jimmy,
way ahead of ourselves.
Look at your boy. Look at your boy right here.
We were
It's happening,
first.
brother.
All right, I know
Listen to
that.
me.
Fuck, I
It
don't want
is
that.
fucking happening.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
It is happening.
I don't want
And
it. So,
everybody's talking about it now, but we were talking about it here 5 weeks ago.
but here's what I'll say.
For real. 5 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's on ESPN, the New York Times, the cover of this, the cover
We've been
of
doing that for a long
We've been
time.
talking about it for 5 weeks
Yep.
here.
I remember trying to look up the odds, and we couldn't find
first
them.
day we did it.
Yep.
Right here.
Honestly, if the AFC Championship game is at 3:30 and the NFC Championship game's at 6:30 and the Patriots somehow go to the Super Bowl and then you got Brady in the AFC Championship game, I want him to lose that game because I will
Why don't
be.
you sit back and enjoy it.
It would just be because it would be 2 weeks of just
If
like
Tom Brady
highs, lows, confusing. Oh my
I
God!
know
You
it's
know?
correct. I was pretty sure I remembered it right, but the AFC Championship game is first.
Of course it is. Yeah, so it is happening. Yeah, fuck off.
All right, so listen, let me tell you something. If Tom Brady doesn't win the Super Bowl this year, that will result in at least 2 to 3 weeks of depression for me. I will not turn on ESPN.
Even if the Patriots win, though? Come on. Yeah, see, those are the kind of statements, though, it's going to be hard to come back from. You're going to be upset. If the Patriots win the Super Bowl, you're going to be upset. How? How does that make sense?
I'm clearly rooting for Tom.
Depending on
All
who
right, but
they
what
play,
if the
I might be
Patriots
real
win the
happy.
Packers? Or the Patriots beat the
I was
Packers?
just, that's what I just said. Depending on who they beat, I'm going to be real happy.
What did
That's
you-
one of those.
You
teams-
don't get to be happy.
If
No,
they beat
no,
Aaron
no,
Rodgers and the
no,
Packers,
no.
I'm gonna be real
No,
happy.
no, you
I'm
don't
gonna
get
be
to be
real
happy.
happy.
You don't get to be happy.
Jimmy knows my money is on the Patriots. Okay? These guys heard me say 4 or 5 weeks ago that the Patriots going to make the playoffs Blah, 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 blah. We talked about moral victories against Dallas and Tampa and how they weren't acceptable to win, but how they should be this year and how they grew from them games and how they played the NFL elite at that time right down to the wire. With a quarterback named Mac that nobody even knows about.
And then who had him in their power rankings?
Okay, I had him in the power rankings.
Who had him in number 7 that week?
What, did you have a 7 that week? Okay.
Oh, I got the video, Nick. I had Nick. I had my secretary.
Listen,
I actually gave him the clip though. I didn't make you work that hard.
Well, we had to dig. So we're in the process of putting something together. Let's play a game here, right? About this.
AC Deucey or Boo-Ray? What are we playing here?
What if Tom Brady was the quarterback of the Pats? Do you think Belichick would have let him throw just 3 times?
No, obviously, yeah, no way, no shot.
No shot.
Yeah, no shot. He's throwing. How many did Allen have last night? He would have matched whatever he had, maybe more.
I was thinking the first game that came to mind was the Tennessee game in the snow where it was just
yeah, but that was no win that day though. This was way worse than that. Just wind
I've
alone.
never seen win that bad.
That was. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember like the old NFL films and of like a windy game. I know the Fog Bowl would have been hard to throw in that one, right? But I'm trying to remember like a win game, and I can't really think. Off the top of my head, someone's got to have it, but someone's got to have a win game, right? Because I don't remember a win game. That was wild. That was wild.
I was watching people said
that
stuff.
was awesome. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
I can't think of a specific game, but there are times where like teams won't kick a field goal, say at the end of the game.
Yeah,
you
couldn't.
Would.
Yes.
Right. They'll say normally they'd kick a 45-yarder, but today they can't because the wind's just.
Oh my, 45 yards? No way. No way. Even the punting was just crazy.
It was.
I can't remember. I can remember bad weather games, but I don't remember like a just straight up wind game. That I don't remember.
Wind is more impactful than the weather. Would you agree with that?
Say that again.
Wind is more impactful than the weather.
Wind is the most important. Yeah,
I
would say so.
remember the
Sure.
second Ice Bowl in Cincinnati. Okay. When Cincinnati played the Chargers.
That was the Chargers, right?
The Chargers
Yeah.
were my favorite team. Air Coryell, Dan Fouts, Kellen Winslow. That was the year that Kellen
It was a wind chill of like negative.
I'm going to say negative
14, 15.
It was like negative like 30.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Can you look up that
I want to say, I don't know why 46. I don't know why negative 46.
That Dallas Green Bay.
Yeah, it was an 80. Yeah. It was Montana's first one, so 80.
It was. Yeah, it
Might
was.
have been 80.
I know Ken Anderson was a quarterback. I mean, that's a one game that I remember. Whether
yeah, that was after the 3
really
overtime, right?
Yeah.
The Dolphins and Kellen Winslow getting carried off the field.
Yeah,
that was the
Kellen
game before,
Winslow,
right?
One of the best, if not the best, NFL performance I've ever seen in my life.
That's the original.
The 60s one?
No.
Yeah,
There was 80. I want to say 81 or 82.
Yeah, we want both of them for the proper context. Absolutely.
Temperatures of -12 to -14 with wind chills to be 30. So I want to say, I don't know why 46 is sticking out in my head. I want to say that Cincinnati game was negative 46 with a wind chill.
I'm going to say 30. Yeah, all right.
That was what, Cincy and San Francisco?
Yeah.
No, Cincy and San Diego. Just type in Indy, San Diego AFC Championship game.
Where we at here?
Let's see.
It was fucking crazy.
Freezable.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I like that too. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's his own Wikipedia page.
Temperatures and history in terms of
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
temperature was
I'm going to say like
minus.
-32 with wind chill.
So, but the wind chill, factoring a sustained wind of 27 miles per hour, was minus 37 degrees.
Wow. There you go. One off,
That's
brother. Nice
bananas.
job.
That's bananas. Like,
Yeah.
like how? Yeah.
They didn't pass the ball. Can we get some stats from that game? Is that possible? Of
Yeah.
I know
passing yards and stuff.
So the Patriots game before this was the work release game. Grogan had thrown 5 passes in that game.
Yeah.
The Jesus Christ, what's the guy's name? The
convict that
yeah,
the
he was
pass.
on work release and he
I hope
cleared
they
the path.
called him.
Yeah, he cleared the path. But what's the name of that game? That game has a name too. Jesus Christ, I was saying it all day yesterday, and now it's like
Yeah, it was against the Dolphins. It was
Snowplow
a
game.
snowplow game.
Yeah. So Grogan had 5 passes in that
What do
game.
the offensive stats look like in that game?
Dan Pouts threw for 28 times.
Yeah, 15 to 28, 185 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions for Fouts.
Yep, and Anderson threw
Ken
22.
Anderson, 14 to 22, a $161, 2
So,
touchdowns.
and what did Allen throw yesterday? How many did Allen throw?
I mean, Allen saw yesterday.
I can pull it up.
I thought they could have thrown the ball more, actually. I thought Buffalo could have like they were moving it a little bit.
It is a bad.
There was also a
bad
couple plays that almost went the other way.
It's a bad fucking hangover in Buffalo.
Oh my, those poor bastards, dude. They can't catch a fucking break.
15
They just
to 30,
lost Jack.
45 and a touchdown.
How many?
15 to 30.
30. Wow, that's more than I thought.
He dropped
Anyway,
back to back 30 times.
They just lost Jack Eichel too. They just lost their young superstar hockey player. Your fucking football team's falling apart.
So we got
Our
one,
pets' heads are falling off.
We got one reference for a win game. Manning versus Brady. The one where Welker fumbled.
Yeah, nothing like this though.
No, just the only one I see in the comments.
What was that? What was the breakdown there?
I can look it up.
Because 27 miles an hour was approximately the same type of wind they had the freezer bowl that they had in Orchard Park.
So freezer bowl, ice bowl, snow bowl, right? Snow plow game, the fog bowl, like so many games in NFL history.
Fog Stanley Cup game. I was at that game against Edmonton.
Yes, yep.
I was at that game against Edmonton.
Yeah, so many games like that have that name to it.
You could see much better than you could on TV at the fog game. I was in the front row.
Well, I'm talking about the Bears and Eagles game, the playoff game with Cunningham.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, 34-31.
We keep it
Get out of here,
We keep
Seth.
it moving.
Type in win football game. I don't know. There's got to be a game. But
Mikey
wild.
Gaudreau coming on at 7 o'clock. Are we approaching that time?
Oh shit! It's 7 o'clock on the nose.
All right.
That was my job.
Right now, we're going to take a break. Ring one. There we got it right there. Nice job, Nick. Nice job.
Hey, look at this guy, huh?
Big Nick. Yeah.
Told you I had it under control.
Right. Here you go, brother. Here you go. Not quite yet.
You still want to take a quick break? What do we want to do here?
No, we're gonna chill.
All right.
We're gonna do the show, and we'll check in periodically.
Sounds good.
Do you have it on your phone, James?
I can get it on there.
We are moments away. Yeah, and just to see when in fact it does come on. Again, ladies and gentlemen out there, we are going to attempt to show four of his finest. Mikey Gaudreau fighting his second. He won last night with a thrilling third round knockdown to push his decision past the judges.
He had his hand up the whole time too. He knew it.
You think
I
so?
love that move. Well, yeah, he had his hand up as he was doing it.
I think
the other guy, that
yeah.
was awesome.
Now,
I got the coverage starts.
I was a little nervous going into the third round. Like I said, he absolutely had to win that third round.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I agree. So
Yeah, and even his dad admitted that he wasn't his best.
What, they put it in the paper?
No, he wrote on. I think it was on Facebook. He wrote he just wasn't at his best. Yeah.
That's the rust comes on. That's where the accidents.
But it's also a big moment, right? There's rust off a little bit.
TV time in your lifetime. Let's break it down. Tube time, okay? How much of your tube time is going to be Celtics and Lakers? James Hilario.
I will be fucking sleeping. Are you kidding me? Who cares about that?
I have so I got a main TV, and then I have a double computer setup. So I put games on the side screens all the time. It'll be on that.
Listen, you're talking to the guy. Okay, Friday, Sporting thrashes Benfica in the Stade de Luge with two of their best players not playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went ham on Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday was okay. Let's recuperate. Wife day.
Has Sporting ever led to a fist fight for you?
No, the Patriots have, but not Sporting. Well, when I watch the games of Sporting, we're all friends. We're all friends watching a game. Heated argument, sure, but we're all
I've seen fist fights over Sporting Benfica before.
Oh, I've seen it, but I've never been involved. I've never been involved in it.
Is there a bar that is particularly sporting?
No. Predominantly over here, it's all Benfica. Because a lot of people here are from the. Benfica is the biggest team in Portugal.
I've
number
never
one,
Benfica. Anyway. Is there a Benfica bar here?
Yeah, there's Casa do Benfica right on South Main Street.
Okay.
Right across from the courtrast. That's the name of the place.
I know, that's like a social club, though.
Yes.
I like the Clippers.
Well, they watch the games over there.
Clippers Benfica, right?
The majority of bars are all Benfica because a lot of the fans are from the Azores, and the team from the Azores, okay, Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Their logo is an eagle. Their colors are red and white. Yeah. Okay, so that just goes to show you, like how much they actually like Benfica, and that's fine. But we're holding our own now. We thrashed them. I got Peter Souza sending me vulgar stuff right before the game started. And of course, I just had to give it back.
The thing has that eagle that lands in the middle of that thing on a falcon, right?
Yeah, it's an eagle. Fuck that guy.
We gotta go to a Benfica Sporting trip around here. Okay. So how much we talked about the TV time with the Celtics Lakers? Certainly, we're waiting on young Mikey GAUDREAU right here. Be patient.
Yeah, so I went ham this weekend, so I will be, hopefully, will be sleeping. I got a new a weighted blanket. You ever tried one of them?
Weighted blanket.
Yeah, I just got one.
Man.
Yeah,
They are life-changing.
I'm 0
stuff.
for 2. I don't like it 2 nights, and it's I'm not a fan.
How heavy? First of all,
I don't know.
because
It's
it
pretty
does
fucking
depend.
heavy.
It does
It's pretty
depend
heavy.
on your body and stuff. You don't want to go too
it's
heavy. You don't
pretty
want to
heavy.
go too light.
It's pretty
What's the
heavy.
therapeutic upside to it?
It basically kind of just it's supposed to like calm you in a senses, like
Makes you feel like you're constant, almost like being like snugged, like cuddled almost. Like it's a constant cuddling,
that's.
warming
I
embrace.
didn't want to go there, but yeah, that's
Oh, it's
that's
glorious,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
I'm one of the worst fucking sleepers on the planet, and it's one of the few
Listen,
things. that
okay.
gives me any-
I
have a 13-second sleep apnea.
I am
Stoppage of breathing.
the worst sleeper. Actually, you must be
apneas in the
horrible.
house, right?
You must be.
I've had
Okay.
3 surgeries.
We have 3 sleepy apneas now.
I've had 3 surgeries.
Do you sleep with the machine on?
No.
I do.
I don't get
Every
it.
night.
I need to get it done.
Yeah, you fucking You the way you like nasally, you have sleep apnea. Now, have you ever did the sleep test?
Yes,
I had to do
it
2.
was one of the worst on record. They
In a
said
seven,
at BU,
I did a 7-hour sleep study. I stopped breathing 130 times.
Dr. Mustafa told me. I didn't talk. Am I right or wrong? Dr. Mustafa told me.
Why would he know if you're right or wrong about Dr. Mustafa?
Because he started cracking up.
Because Dr. Mustafa is a ridiculous name for a doctor.
No, Dr. Mustafa, eye, ear, and throat, right? Is that what it's called?
Ear, nose, and throat.
Ear, nose, and
There you
throat.
go.
Nobody heard of Dr. Mustafa in form of somebody, please.
I have Dr. Marcos. That's my guy.
My nose. I had 3 surgeries. After the second,
I can just tell
Hold on,
you
let me
sleep horribly.
finish.
I can tell.
No, I sleep like a baby. After second,
That's what you think.
No, I don't. After second, sometimes it might take me 13 hours, but I sleep like a baby. That's what I meant. So he said this. As an 8th grader, this is my second surgery. He tells my parents, you guys need to tone down the sports expectations and blah, blah, blah. He's never going to be able to perform because you have to breathe out of his mouth. And that's athletes aren't conditioned to do that. It makes you twice as tired. So that was a problem. Then I go after my freshman year, right? Because I'm still a mouth, blah, blah, blah. Now people are telling me to go like this. If you see me like high school basketball, getting a timeout, and I'm always like this. And then I went again, and my mother said, nah, enough of this. That was my 3rd surgery. And I just had to realize that I was going to breathe like this, which makes people uncomfortable from time to time. But hold on. I'm keeping it real with you, man. You know what the doctor also said to me too? That there's also, I've been doing it for so long that didn't know if they could trick my brain to teach me how to
like actually, yeah.
to go out of my nose again.
No kidding.
You know what I mean? So it was becoming multi-layered. Like there was no guaranteed path to success.
I will say this.
They tried to
I will say this.
Yeah.
Okay. The doctor said on my sleep study, I did it twice. He said basically I was getting an hour of sleep, like the REM sleep a night. Okay. So since I've been using the machine, my base weight used to be 210, 220.
Yeah.
Okay. I dropped like 15 pounds off my base weight just from having more energy because I'm getting that sleep. Okay. With the mask on. So you have more energy to do stuff. And you're not tired all the time. Yeah. So I 100% couldn't urge you enough to get the goddamn machine. Get the machine. And I'll tell you another thing. If I'm drinking and I don't put that machine on, my hangover the next day is terrible. Really? But if I just somehow manage to crawl up the stairs like Leo in The Wolf of Wall Street, okay, if I somehow just like get up there and kind of suck that sucker on, like I'll wake up the next day, like Mondays usually. You see me at Monday at the gym, I managed to get the machine on, okay? You don't see me at General Fitness on Monday, then my ass did not have the machine on. That's as simple as that. I swear by that.
My Dr. Massa's is validated, right? Correctly up there.
We have another confirmed
Operation in 1979 by Dr. Mustafa.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why. I just feel like
Dr. Mustafa.
Can you feel the love tonight? It's just going in my head. I don't know why. Right? Isn't that the father's name? Mustafa, is it not?
Yeah, sure.
Lion King. All right.
This guy, Dr. Mustafa, was a character. Believe me when I tell you, he was like a very.
I think it's a sleep guy. I think because
he did not have tolerance for kids experiencing pain. He'd like smack you in the back head and tell you to toughen up.
that was the way it should be.
Yeah. So Steve Rivers, the guy that called, his son was a wide receiver for Diamond this year. Had a big. We're gonna get him on a podcast. I think he had like 11, 12 touchdowns. Like this kid was a total stud, running away from people. The quarterback and the wide receiver, they had a great connection. So I asked him if he was getting recruited by any of the local colleges, and we're trying to. Trying to figure that out and get some information. But this kid's a stud. He's a stud baseball player. He's a stud football player. And just to see teams pass the ball in high school, it really caught my eye because you don't see that.
So he can't sleep though. He's got the app.
No,
yeah?
he was it was his grandfather.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
We called up about Dr. Mustafa. But
do you know the origins?
Big-time athlete.
Do you know the origins of how they figured out sleep apnea?
What?
So it started with sumo, because I asked the guy everything. I want to know everything it was. This started with sumo wrestlers in Japan, right? Because they wanted them to get they started studying their sleep because they wanted more out of them, right? They wanted them to have more energy and more fight. That's where it started from. But do you know who passed away that made it
Andre the Giant?
No.
That was my first.
Reggie White.
Yeah.
Reggie White died in his sleep. He made it not household, but that was a big deal, and that kind of this is what the guy that set up my machine
every
was telling
girlfriend
me.
I've had for the last 15 years has wound up on my chest in tears, trying to make
You stop fucking breathing, man. Yeah. Dude, it's no
every
joke.
time,
And then
13, 14 seconds for me.
and let me tell you something, when you're drinking, it's worse.
Yeah, I know,
It's worse.
When you're drinking and drugging, it's really it's real bad.
No comment. Anyway, if you honestly, if I can't urge you enough to go do it.
I'm gonna do it. I respect your opinion.
Go do it.
I'm definitely gonna look into it. We got 7 questions, not about me dying in my sleep apnea.
No one said dying. No one said you were gonna die.
No, I could die. That's how bad it
You
is.
can.
And I
Yes,
gotta
you
get
can.
it.
Yes.
Now, listen, let me ask you a question. So you're married, I'm not so what are you going to
Moon
carry that thing with you and say?
No, it's
What happens when you go to get laid? You're going to say, excuse me, can I plug my...
okay. So I haven't had that. I haven't had that problem yet. Yeah, keyword yet.
What happens?
Keyword yet. Well, I don't know. I'll let you know.
you go.
I'm sure it's coming.
All right, 7 questions.
But I'll tell you this though, you can bring it. It's so easy to pack up and
I heard it's real
bring it on the road. Oh yeah.
All right, 7
we do
questions
road
from
games.
this week in the NFL. I'll start with number 1. Do you agree with Jim Harbaugh on going for 2-point conversion at the end of the Steelers game?
Yes.
I absolutely do not.
I don't either.
Awful. I thought it was.
I wouldn't want my team to do it, but I was okay with it. Listen, the play was there. The throw was a little off. You got to make
Don't
the catch.
disagree with that
But that
at all.
play was there. I think he's on now.
Here we go.
He's fighting Jesus Martinez, right? I don't know why he's
number
on. He's
30.
on right now.
Here we go, Mikey. Now, what color is he?
He's in the blue, I believe.
So,
What did you do?
Yep, I got it. Right. I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna do this.
All right.
And I'm just gonna do that.
Oh, here we go. BadCatz Sports Podcast. Let's go, Mikey.
He's in the blue.
Are we sure he's in the blue?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Go away.
Come on, Mikey.
And
Come on,
this
Mikey.
kid he's fighting is ranked third, you
Third
said?
in the country.
Jesus,
Yeah.
let's go. Put a fucking kick his ass, Seabass.
Come on, man.
It's not on the stream, but I don't know. There we go.
Do you know if there was a large contingent of people that went down there with
I
him?
don't
or
think
was it-
so.
I don't know. It doesn't look like there's many people there, but I don't know how many restrictions
I'm
they
sure
got.
as the finals come. Now, where is this kid from?
Del Rio, Texas.
Let's go, Mikey.
I'm legit nervous right now.
Yeah, so much. Nice kid.
I only met him once, but everybody, the kid was a friggin' awesome kid.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Randy Costa fighting. He's also out of Massachusetts. He's fighting this week on the UFC card.
Oh, For UFC?
Yeah.
Where's he out of the best?
Ando? I can find out.
Use your phone.
And they introduced Mike. They introduced Mikey right there. Looks like he's ready.
He looks
confident.
hungry. Yeah.
Father said he liked everything about him today. So, guys, is third in the world. Jesus Martinez.
Right down the street, Tom.
You think he's Mexican?
Tom?
What would you think? From Texas?
No, I think he's Portuguese.
Jesus.
I think he's Portuguese.
All right, let's go. A little break in the action here. Ding, 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 ding. I mean, how much would it cost USA Boxing to have a commentator do it?
Right?
Foster's got to let the job go.
You know how many fighters were in this? Do you know?
90-something.
Because I know there's a bunch of rings,
Yeah.
so like
there's
it's
5 rings going on at
going
once.
to be hard to just have a bunch of announcers.
5 rings.
they're going at it.
Haymaking here though.
Chaotic.
They're going at it.
It's like the All Valley Karate Kid Championship.
Wow, this kid
December
is fast.
31st, season 4, Cobra Kai.
Oh, got him there!
That kid is fast.
What's he gonna hit him on top of the head right there? Did you see
Wow,
that?
he is fast. Oh my God!
There you go.
Got him, boy,
There
my
you go.
God!
Yeah, nice combo. Nice 2-piece.
Are all these kids?
What a difference from last night, though. No.
Are all these kids? Oh yeah. Are all these kids the same age roughly?
Yeah. No. Mikey would be the younger end of that demographic. He's only a junior in high school.
Well, I know. I want to see how old. Like,
No,
so this kid that he's fighting right now.
Up till 21 or 22, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Ooh,
You got hit a little there.
Shot in the chin right there, yeah.
That's all right.
All right.
Ooh,
He gets right back in there though.
comes
Like
right
to
back-
see it.
comes right
Like to
back
see
in,
it.
Yep. No time wasted.
Throw that jab, Mikey. Throw that jab like your father said. Throw that jab, Mike. Throw that jab like your dad said. Throw it.
He's not throwing too many jabs.
No, he's not at all. I was just thinking that. He looks like he keeps trying to load up for something. Waiting for an opening and trying to
Oh,
hit it.
these guys are getting a little physical there. Look at that.
Nice shot, Mikey.
This fight reminds me of the Pooth game I watched today. Absolutely no diving in that game. My God. Guy touched one guy's head. He get dropped to the floor like a sack of potatoes.
I didn't see it.
Well, get that jab going, Mikey. Get that jab
Ooh,
going.
that
There we
was
go.
nice.
What's going on
I
here?
don't know. They don't have a timer on here either, huh?
No, I was thinking that as well. Just fight to the death.
That'd be awesome.
Young Mike GAUDREAU from Fall River, Massachusetts. You can see the top right corner from Fall River, Massachusetts, fighting Jesus Martinez, who, by the way, folks, is ranked number 3 in the country at this weight class. Atta boy, Mikey. Who'd you give that round to?
The first half of the round, I thought Mikey was better, and then I think the other guy kind of took over the second half of the round.
I thought Mikey stole the last 20 seconds of the round too. I'm gonna go with Mikey. I'm gonna go with Mikey slightly.
I
But
think
this
Mike
is
might have
boxing.
landed the bigger shots. I think Jesus was just a little bit more active as far
Yeah.
as throwing goes.
Yeah.
But Mike caught him with a good one pretty early on that
Sure.
combo. That was a nice clean shot.
Like, I don't know why they would put these two against one another in the second thing of it. I don't know if they draw straws. I don't know what the science is here.
There was a bracket, like an NCAA kind of
It was
bracket.
insane.
Yeah.
To make sense of it. Yeah. Now, do you have the ages of these kids at all?
I know. Does Jesus Martinez have a Wikipedia page we could find out how old he is? From Del Rio, Texas. I can imagine there's multiple Jesus Martinez in Del Rio, Texas.
There's
Just,
probably multiple boxing Jesus Martinez.
just a hunch.
Texas.
Just a hunch.
Let that job go, Mike. Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, missed on that one, Bailey. He is coming. He's
got
going
serious-
for it. He
he's
is
got a
going for it all,
serious
though.
left hand, man.
He is
Wow.
going for it.
Get that jab going, Mike. Get that jab. Get that jab. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right.
See that? I did find a Jesus Martinez, who's a boxer.
Oh, nice job. Nice job with the left. Good point.
Shocking.
Good point there, Michael. There you go. There you go. Oh,
That's a
yeah.
nice throw.
Come on. Stay busy.
There you go,
yes,
Ben.
yeah. Stay busy, Mike. Stay busy, Mike. All right.
I don't know why he
yeah.
keeps stopping the fight there.
I know. Come on, Mikey. Come on. Come on. Set that left hook up. Get it going. Get it going. That's a good shot.
He catches one of those things, man. He's going to send that kid to the
You
moon.
would think with a left hand, right? That's what sucks about amateurs. They don't really reward power. Do you understand?
Yeah. It's all point
It's all
based, right?
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Floyd Mayweather, just jab,
Jab,
punch,
jab.
run.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. It's so boring.
And put you to sleep.
He's just missing those lefts.
Yeah. I like what I see from this round. To be, I got him ahead in this round. You got him ahead in this round.
I think that's another push. I don't think anybody's really taking this over. No one's taking over.
I think he's having a better
But I
second
think-
round than he did first round.
I think based on the points, though, like you said, I think he's definitely gotten hit more. So if that's what they're going, if that's what they're going
I'm
for,
not sure if he's covering up something. We don't know. We can't really see. I mean, if you were to go,
Oh, see, there you go.
there you go.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
heard him. You heard him, Mikey. You heard him, Mike.
see, even in this sort of like 3-round fight, you can't really go to the body all that much and wear somebody down.
Ooh,
There you go.
ooh, ooh,
There you
ooh.
go.
I think that was a better second round for him.
Yeah, he liked that.
I think that was a better second round than he had in the first.
Senior liked that one. He was slapping the bench right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I
1-1.
I think worst case scenario, it's 1-1 actually.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do I.
If you want to go worst case scenario and
Yeah.
give Jesus round one, I would say he definitely came in with that one. So
Yeah,
Remember
no-
about the sport that fucks you more than any other.
Oh God, yeah.
One of my best friends, Lamar Stevens, said this. I watch boxing now, Mike. I said, what? He goes, after I watch fight, I turn off because I know who won. Let's go, Mikey!
Yes, I don't think anybody's winning this fight right now, right?
I would think this round determines the win.
Oh yeah,
right?
yep.
I agree.
I would hope so. Anyway,
But you think they're going to bounce out the number 3 ranked guy in the country?
yeah, true. I hope.
But who's got a better upside? That guy's this kid in red's not going to grow anymore. But Mikey's going to grow another 2, 3, 4 inches. You know what I'm talking about?
There you go.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
got to
that,
figure out
Mike.
how.
Look at that, Mikey.
There you
Look
go.
at that, Mikey. Yeah. Get it, kid.
Oh, nice body shot there. It's punching the back of the head right there.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
This dude in the red's kind of throwing some cheap shots.
I think that's why the ref stopped him in the second
I
round.
think
think he
so.
got him in the back of the head with a
Ooh.
hook.
Come on, Mike. Come on, hook. Left hook. Left hook. But if you're Bob Arum, right, and you see a kid like Mikey who's younger than this guy,
For me, if I'm the judge, I'm saying, well, you have to win the fight.
I'm talking about a promoter. If you want to put money into like Mikey's going to grow another 2, 3 inches.
Oh, sure.
Right? You know what I mean? At least, you know, and he hasn't. Yeah, he's not done growing up. You know, I think that this Jesus is older. I think he's fully grown, and you know, I mean, he's got fast hands. He's a great fighter. Well, for the future, I mean, I like Mikey there. Come on, Mike. You don't want to be there. Here you go. Here you go, Mikey. Here you go, Mikey. Let it rip. Let that rip, brother. Let it rip.
This round's got to be winding down here.
Oh. Why?
You can influence the judges right here in the last, however. Nice hit.
Yeah. Of course you can.
Stay on them. Make sure the last thing the judge is thinking,
Sugar
the last thing they see,
Sugar that's how we beat Bob and Hagler.
The last thing they see can change everything.
Of course. Come on, Mikey. One more good flurry, Mike. One more good one, Mike.
Man, he just missed a couple times on them lefts. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Get off, Mikey. Get off. Get off, Mike. Get off. Get off. Get off. Go. Throw.
What was that little hand thing?
Yeah, I don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey. Finish strong here. How much time left?
It's got to be winding down. 30 seconds, maybe? Is that it?
We heard the bell last
Nope.
night. I don't know how the fuck we heard that, but
I didn't hear no bell.
yeah. There you go, mate.
That's it.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody really.
I mean, both his trainers high-fived him, and the guy just went thumbs up to Mikey's father.
What's this guy doing? Fucking, what the hell is that?
Good question.
Calm down, Chief.
Get that hand up in here, Mikey. Act like you won. Act like you won, brother. What do you think here?
I mean, I honestly think that was that's a draw.
So yeah,
right?
I would think,
all 3 rounds, you could go either way, right? All 3 rounds, it could be.
I'm for value, for good punches. I think Mikey landed better good punches.
Yeah.
I'm
definitely.
going for GAUDREAU.
He definitely had the better hits.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see right now. We're gonna see. Fucking father must be nervous as Jesus. Come on, one time. One time. One time. Come on, grab their hands. It's a long way from home, this kid. It's a long way from home. Come on, Mikey! Mikey!
Put him up. Put him up.
Mikey!
Put him up.
No fucking
come
way!
on.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's a kick in the
This is the kid right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's a third in the country. That sucked.
And we're back. I think it was just a matter of. I think it was just a matter of work, really. I think that kid just put out more punches, really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. I thought the kid won the fight. You know what I mean? I thought the kid won the fight. And I think he's got more upside. That kid's a high-profile boxer, huh?
I guess he's got an article. If this is the same kid, and I think it is.
Yeah.
It says ranked number 1 in the 125-pound junior male weight class. Martinez opened his week with a TKO via referee stoppage of Jerome.
Well, what did you think on this article?
This is. Why can't I find that now? July 17th, 2021. So last July.
Yeah. So that makes sense. He probably goes up in a weight class, fights at 125.
Sports Del Rio's Panterita Martinez fights for gold medal Saturday. That's what this article was basically for.
Yeah, gold medal Saturday.
It doesn't say how old he is, though.
Yeah. We'll see if we can find it. Okay, questions. All right, we talked about 3 points. Tom Brady throws 14 Ds, 368 yards. Bucks win again. Is Tom Brady your vote for MVP?
Oh, he's first in everything, right?
Yeah.
Yards, touchdowns, completions.
Guys, about to put me on vacation, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how Josh Allen is the second in odds to win MVP.
Was that after last night still?
No, that,
before.
Yeah, so I mean, Taylor, it's got to come down to Taylor and Brady at this point, right?
I would think Rodgers and Brady.
Rodgers
Taylor.
has to be in there.
Yeah.
Rodgers has to be.
I don't know. I mean, Taylor, without Taylor, where are the Indianapolis Colts right now, though?
Oh, no, I definitely
So,
agree.
like-
That Taylor's in there. I think just Aaron Rodgers is obviously got the Packers where they are. And
Sure, and without Rodgers or without Brady, where are those two teams? But for a running back to do that, you know, for you to ask that question of a running back, for me, carries a lot of weight.
The only time I feel like they ever do it is if like you get like a record-setting year. Like they gave it to Adrian Peterson the year that he broke the rushing record. But other than that, I can't think of one.
Next question. Can anybody beat Alabama?
I mean, you watch kind of like that Buffalo Bills Patriots game last night. Did that not remind you of Alabama Georgia just a little bit? Georgia's ranked number
of
one,
course.
right?
Eerily.
Eerily
Shake them. They're
eerily similar.
in Georgia's head. Believe me when I tell you.
And it's so like it just reminded me eerily similar of watching that game last night and then watching the game Georgia Bama on Saturday. It just reminds me of the same thing.
All right. But I mean, you know,
And it definitely won't be Michigan or Cincinnati.
But you
That's
know
what
who the
I'm
national champion is going to be, right?
You're going to do the Michigan thing?
I'm going to do it again.
Chad, where you at, Chad?
I'm coming in on a slow roll, but and I love them against Georgia. I love against Georgia getting 17. When are those games being played?
December 31st, I think, is the.
That's a long.
That's New Year's Eve.
Yeah. That's stupid.
That's odd.
If that's the.
I agree.
That's the case. Okay, next question. Rams blow out Jaguars. Does that mean you think the Rams are back?
It's so Matthew Stafford. I'm so done with this guy and his team just beating up on the fucking chumps of the league again. Where have you been? Where have you been the last 3 weeks when you're playing winning teams, Stafford? Where you been? Now all of a sudden it's the Jaguars. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry for swearing like that. No, I'm not. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's why it's a podcast.
They got the Cardinals on Monday night, by the way.
Tell me the team that's going to surprise us the most with the NFL, either getting to the playoffs or once the playoffs start. Who is the team that's going to be, who's going to be this year's Cinderella?
I wouldn't call them. I mean,
Cinderella because the Patriots.
yeah.
But who's the team that's going to the Patriots ain't surprising anybody anymore.
If
Are the Chargers going to get it together? Are the Steelers going to get it together?
No.
Are the Cardinals going to keep it together?
but they wouldn't be Cinderella at this
The
point,
Cardinals
right?
would
See,
be Cinderella. Yeah, they would.
yeah, but they're already
If
there.
they went the distance, they would be.
But they're the number one seed.
But they are now. But they're not picked to be number one.
Sure.
And
For me, honestly,
and with all due respect, I don't think anybody's losing sleep going to Phoenix to play that game.
for me, honestly, nobody would consider Kansas City a Cinderella, but they're kind of laying in the weeds right now. But for me, if they can get healthy, I do not want to see that.
But Kansas City is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I said they wouldn't be.
Somebody think that's a surprise. Kansas City's not a surprise.
I don't want to see Tennessee in the playoffs. A healthy Tennessee.
Really?
Okay, that team coaching, they don't beat themselves. They run the football. That team, for me, scares me the most. If healthy, by the way. That's a big if. But that team scares me the most. I've been saying it all year.
Now, my man, what do you think? What team's going to surprise everybody?
I think there's a team, not like going the whole way like Jimmy was kind of talking about, but as far as I think getting into the playoffs and depending on who they play in the first round, I think the Washington Redskins.
A lot of people starting to talk about that.
My boy Heineke's balling. I love that kid.
So what are the like if the season ended right now?
Unfortunately, he would play Tampa Bay again, so that's why I said depending on who they play.
Can you imagine if they caught the Cowboys? There would be anarchy.
Now that would be awesome. I would love nothing more. I would love nothing more than that.
And that's a team I think they could easily upset. I think that's a team that's very liable for an upset.
I would love. There was nothing more if the Cowboys lose the NFC East. There's nothing more I'd love to see. Nothing. Both those games are on New Year's Eve, by the way. Both of them.
Really?
Yep. Alabama and where are we? Alabama-Cincinnati kicks off at 3:30 on Friday, December 31st, and Georgia-Michigan at 7:30.
Tell me the team that's going to win the AFC.
Come on now.
Patriots, right?
Okay.
Patriots. Come
You
on.
already
I'm
know
waiting
this.
for you. We're waiting for you. Who's going to win the AFC?
Pat.
Just because I want it in my heart, I'm going to say the Pats too.
You don't want it in your heart.
I do. I got to be honest. Like I know what that week is going to bring for me.
See what this fucking kid does to me?
Fucking
Like,
Tom Brady to just
I practically
rip the
raised this
hearts and
kid.
souls out of everybody here that's still in New England that isn't smart enough to follow that guy.
Steph Curry going for 16 threes tomorrow because he wants to break the record at home in front of his fans. He's 14 away from Ray Allen.
oh, all right. I was going like in one game.
He's
Like,
going
what
for
the fuck?
16 threes. Can he pull it off?
That fucking guy
I'm
can
going to
pull
watch
anything
that game.
off.
It's on national TV tomorrow.
Definitely.
I'm definitely watching it now.
You know, I'd love to see Larry Bird shoot in today's NBA, but Steph Curry's the best shooter I've ever seen in
Is
my
Is
eyes.
he 100%
Fucking
like on that little walk-away thing that he does?
unbelievable.
I've never seen him
It's
miss.
just
Yeah, unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Every time he does that, he shoots the ball, he turns around before it goes in and starts walking away. I've never seen him miss.
So
that,
is he?
like, ever.
Mike, you know way more than me.
I was at-
Pure shooting though. Is he better than? Is he not? What about
best.
Thompson?
The best.
What about Thompson?
I don't care who it is.
Thompson scored what, like 60 points in a
Clay's bigger too. He's great. But Steph's just got that je ne sais quoi. Man.
Sure.
He's got that
But-
that you can't.
I was gonna say Clay's like shot too just looks so pure.
Yeah,
I
they
love
do.
Clay's shot. It's
A lot of guys, Ray Allen, like this Reggie Miller. There's a lot of guys out there. Who was the guy that won the NBA contest, but he was always on the
Oh yeah,
bench,
he never. Craig Hodges.
Craig
Yeah,
Hodges.
he never really played.
Rankins, ready, here we go.
you on the power rings.
Yeah, power rankings right now.
I already did mine. See that?
Yeah. So actually, last week we were talking because you didn't move down Arizona after a bye week.
Yes.
I had that same debate this week, and I didn't do it as well because I tried to stay true to that. But I was this close to doing it.
I broke my own thing already.
Book your own roll.
Well, yeah, I moved down a team that was on a bye week. Not that you shouldn't get it. If you're the number one team, you shouldn't get knocked off. Maybe.
Teams
right?
get teams.
Okay.
Teams
Yeah.
get-
All right.
Feed them last and feed them first and feed them last. I got two teams. I don't know where I'm going with this yet. Now,
Yeah, my last two, 6 and 7, was a nightmare for me. My first 5 came easy peasy, and the rest was
what
nightmare.
are we dealing with here?
Is it weird that I don't even remember?
What are we dealing with here? We're dealing with the Ravens. We're dealing with.
Here's a.
There you go.
What do we say? What do we got there? Blow that up.
Yep.
I was trying to see. Oh, I got you.
Freaking Bengals.
Yeah, I'll say Mike mentioned the Chargers a
Yeah,
minute ago.
I think the
That
Bengals.
team-
I think the Bengals are done now that Burrow's finger looked pretty bad. He's going to play, but
a lot of people liked that Chargers team at the beginning of the year, and they obviously didn't play like it. But I don't know.
we didn't even get. Are the Vikings in your power rankings?
No.
Didn't I tell you about that team? Didn't I tell you about that team? And I called, right, Nick? Me and you both called that win against Green Bay. I'm like, it's just just one of them weeks. They're going to beat them.
All right, here we
and
go.
then boom,
Here we go.
Kirk Cousins turns into
Right
the
back to
pumpkin.
earth.
Yep.
Here
I
we-
like that.
Here we go.
So now they'll win this week. They'll kick ass and dominate again.
Number
Now the
seven.
cycle has come
Number
back.
7. I got the Cowboys.
I have the Indianapolis Colts. I've kicked Buffalo out of my 7 and
So
moved
Buffalo's
Indy in there.
kicked out too. I see the Cowboys in there. In retrospect, I'd rather put Indy, but no, there you go. Number 6, I got the Rams.
Oh, who you got 7, Nick?
I got the
said-
Ravens 7.
Ravens.
7. Okay. Number 6, I got the Rams.
I have the Dallas Cowboys.
I went with the Colts. I left the Cowboys off, man.
What's there?
Yeah, I mean, I still think
I should have
talent-wise,
left my
talent-wise,
I
they're
should have
there.
put Indy in there. At 5, I got the Chiefs.
That's where I got to.
Unanimous.
Hey, all right.
That's the one. At number 4, I got Arizona.
I got Green Bay.
I got the
And
New
that's-
England Patriots.
That's the one I kind of moved off was Green Bay.
You got the Pats, I got AZ. Number 3, I got Green Bay.
Okay, number 3 for me, I have Tampa, which I moved ahead of Green Bay. I kind of just liked. You remember? I know you guys remember last year. Tampa Bay had struggled in the middle of the year,
Yeah,
big time.
Big time.
And then all of a sudden, they kind of just turned it on. I felt like that game a little bit in the second half there. I felt like they kind of flipped the
Oh, yeah,
switch
they
there.
did.
So
Yeah.
if I don't know what's going on with Antonio Brown, if they're going to get him back.
If they get Antonio Brown healthy, they stay healthy, they're going to be a nightmare for defenses to handle, and their defense is starting to play well again. I'm telling you, it's going to be a Tampa New England Super Bowl. I don't know how many times I got to fucking say it, but that's how it's going to go down, and it's going to be hell. It's going to be holy hell, but that's what I see. Like Tom Brady needs enough gas in his tank. Or remember they used to do smelling salts on the sidelines in the NFL.
Of course.
Yeah.
They still do.
I think so.
They still do.
Yeah, that shit, like, holy
Have you ever
cow.
done it?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We did it for a softball game one time. Actually, when I left here last time over there, someone brought some, and I was like, fucking, let's go.
How was it?
Oh, you never did it?
No.
Oh, dude, that shit will wake you up in the morning, man. That's oh, my God. Like, I did it, and then all of a sudden, like, my nasal passage just opened, and I
empty,
just snots everywhere. Had to blow it. Went back for a second time. It's fantastic.
Yeah, my buddy got a bottle of them off Amazon, and like he gave one to everybody in the whole room. We all did one. The whole room was like, "Oh, that was terrible," and I was just instantly like, "Let me see that bottle." I fucking must have been like 4 or 5 the rest of the night.
No, it's a good time. It's a good time for sure.
Number 2, I got the Pats.
Number 2, I have the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Number 2, I have the Arizona Cardinals as well.
So just to be clear, you're picking the Arizona Cardinals over Tampa Bay.
What do you mean? Right now, I have Arizona as number 2.
The season ended today.
And who'd you have 3?
I think that'd be a tough matchup for them.
Sure, the Packers?
Tampa
Yeah,
3. Yeah, Packers 3.
And then I got the Bucks number 1. He's got the Bucks number 1. And you got the
I got
number 1.
listen, the Patriots are finding ways to win, running the ball, throwing the ball, playing defense, special teams, kicking field. Nick Folk's fucking automatic. Like the best coach team in football. It's not close in situational football.
Sure.
There's no one you'd rather have. If the kid can just, manage the ship and
But they don't got Tom Brady. And all Tom
they
Brady
got
does,
2001 Tom Brady. They have mini Brady.
All mini Brady don't bring big
Mini Brady.
Mini little mini
Brady.
You're right. This team does smell a lot like the 2001 team.
It just
With the
reeks
better-
of it.
With the better running game. But it's BadCatz Sports Podcast. I'd like to congratulate Mikey Gendro on an amazing fight. I didn't
Get him,
the
kid.
decision, but he's got
Just
a
the
bright,
beginning for
he's
you.
got a bright future there. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again on Thursday. No Mike and Mika until December 14th. That's our Christmas show. Peace. Good job, everybody. Great job.
So he's done, huh? One and done.